Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing our mid-month reading. We're covering the month of April. We're already halfway through the month, which is absolutely crazy. Just remember, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave it for those that need to hear it and come back for next month. But try to place the information that I do give you in your life the way that makes the most sense. I'll try to leave it as broad as possible so you can kind of fit it in a different storyline. So it doesn't have to be the same topic, but the theme is there. So let's go ahead and just jump right in and see what your guides have to say for mid-month and see how we're aligning. So we have challenge, growth, exploration, discovery, truth, clarity. So I feel like there's a new chapter coming. There's definitely a sense of you knowing kind of what you want right now. There's change, there's shifts. There's so many topics that could span, so I'm not getting necessarily like a specific pinpoint right now, but you know what you want: truth, clarity, the challenge, and the growth. Because if there is a change, you made decisions, there's like, things that are pushing you to be a better person or learn new things. Like you are basically you're evolving, you're becoming yourself, the true self that you want. Exploration, discovery. Yeah, there's definite growth that has taken place within the span of just a few weeks, and I think that's absolutely beautiful. So I hope that you have a little bit of pride. If you feel like you're like off, just know that there's good energy kind of coming from this right now, and your guides see you. So I love this. I love this right now. So we have Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. So this is what's happening internally right now. Time for a deep dive. Again, exploration, discovery, challenge, growth, truth, clarity. I feel like there's like a lot of things like up in the air in terms of how you're feeling, and just like you've made a decision. There's a leap of faith. I'm getting that kind of the thing. And like you're going really deep into this situation. Again, challenge, growth. So there's a lot of things that like you are trying to discover about where you are right now, and things that it's like happening internally. Like you're learning so much about yourself. I think this is like a lot of like element of learning right now in this month. Let's go ahead and see what your guys have to say about that specifically. That makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. So we have the 5 of Wands, the Sun, and then the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, there again, conflict being in there. But for me, it's not like conflict that is bad, because it's helping you grow. There's, again, deep dive. There's conflict, and I think it's conflict internal, like within yourself. You're battling yourself. You're learning like what it is you want, who do you want to be, that kind of energy. I feel like Leo almost had something along that line. Like I feel like they've kind of already grown. So if you have a Leo energy around you, I feel like having that around you is actually really good, because you're going to feed off of it, because I think they're just like a step ahead. But they figured out who they want to be, and I think you're almost kind of getting there, just because you put yourself in a new situation. And like we change, right? Like, well, who you were a month ago is not the same person that you are today. And I think that's the energy that you're almost feeling right now. There's some new chapter that's taking, there's like a massive leap of faith that's taken place, and it's made you become something different. And there's some growth within that. And that the Sun is there. So that's beautiful. The 9 of Pentacles, it's like you're kind of basking in this new chapter. Like there's abundance within this new chapter. It's like, okay, like it's tough, but everything's tough. Everything's going to be hard if you're trying to get to a certain goal. So that's not anything like new, but like you're just almost like, wow, this is great, because I feel like you see yourself pivoting even further. So there's confidence, there's truth, clarity. Like you see where you're going with this challenge and growth. This is beautiful energy. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck: 10 of Swords, a Magician, 8 of Swords. Yeah, because of this growth opportunity, I see something coming in pretty quickly. You're manifesting this. And because of all of this struggle that you're going through, you are the Queen of Swords energy. You're becoming the Queen of Swords. The maturity is there. You're seeing the truth. You're using logic. You're not going into things emotionally. I take time for a deep dive. Like you are going within and really learning so much about yourself, about your new chapter, about the situation. That's the truth of knowledge. I mean, the sword of truth for me, just truth of knowledge. Sword of truth for me. When it comes to the Queen of Swords, the Queen and King are yielding that sword. And it feels like for me, it's that sword of truth. And again, here, truth and clarity coming out. There is something beautiful that you are manifesting and brewing just from this. And I know that whatever you're doing, because you feel it, is going to pivot you. Like you are definitely having some momentum here. So I love that. That's absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in terms of career. Doesn't have to be career, it could be passion project, hobby, but something that's giving you like passion and like some kind of joy, what not coming into materialistic things or like people. Like this is just like that. I want to say like something that gives you a reason, if that makes any sense. But let's go ahead and see. So we have the Sailor, new influences, one wanderlust. That makes so much sense because we have exploration, discovery. Time for a deep dive. All of this is connected. Challenge, growth. New influences, wanderlust. There might be a new opportunity coming your way. I feel like there's like an opportunity for a project for a lot of you guys. There's some kind of project, something that you can kind of put your hands on. That's energy that I'm getting more than anything. If I can find my deck, why am I having a hard time? There's a lot. Again, this isn't going to be an easy road. Wanderlust. Like I feel like you're exploring different things. Something that might be new. Maybe you're considering maybe going somewhere different. Maybe consider going back to school or picking up some kind of like something extra on the side that you're going to have to like learn and grow from. But there is something that's coming through that you are manifesting for sure. Yeah, it makes sense. Oh, that's another card. I forget that this deck has those cards that I don't resonate with. That's not a normal tarot card. But let's go ahead and see. We have the Eight of Wands. That's like the second time that's coming up. Eight of Wands, something coming in really quickly. We have the Three of Swords in reverse and then the King of Swords. Yes, so it feels like to me that there is something in the past that you've kind of learned from, grown from. The pain of that energy is gone. I feel like maybe there was there's just something that you've lost passion for that you are now finding something that's giving you more passion. Again, there's an opportunity that you already took. For me, it feels like that's already been a change. And this new thing, whatever this is giving you, new influences, people coming in, there's energy, there's like something's pushing you. I'm getting a message from your guides right now that there is something that was put in your place. Again, you're manifesting something pretty quickly, but it's just so like in your mind, you're almost like, wow, like where did this come from? How did that happen? This is just so random, but I'm aligned with it. It just know that was something your guides kind of put in your place. The new influences, it's like you were being pushed. There's an energy of like pushing you there, and they're guiding you that way by like giving you that push. And I think you know that. And I feel like you sense that within this situation. King of Swords. Again, swords, Queen of Swords came up. Now I have a king again. So this is the sword of knowledge for me. This is something that's like giving me, I know that this is right. I know this is where I need to be because I see you kind of almost getting that energy. And this is a positive thing for me. Whatever this passion project is like a yes for me. You guys want to let you know that that's a yes. And it was placed because they gave you that push. Well, you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Wands. So within this situation, the wanderlust, this like new influences, you're getting, again, something coming in really quickly. Wheel of Fortune, again, challenge and growth. This is coming up again within this. It's not going to be easy road. There's definitely going to be bumps in the road. There's definitely be something that you're going to have to work through to get to this place. And I have a sense of something cyclical, Wheel of Fortune. What comes up must come down, and whatever is down will inevitably come up. But I'm getting a sense of within this situation, you're going to have the ups and downs. It's not going to be easy. And again, like even this card is showing me an ocean, like you're sitting on the ocean, wanderlust. Ocean is what? Has waves. You go up and down. I just see this feeling like you're uncertain. Again, what you don't see coming the bottom of that Two of Wands. I feel like you're almost like playing the field because it's like, okay, well, I can walk away from this at any point. This is just something that I might just want to experience. So I feel like you're not kind of like putting your whole, like your everything into it. I feel like you have one foot out the door, one foot in. And it's almost in a sense because there is a fear of change. And I feel like the last month there was like a sense of fear of change, or in the beginning of the month. Five of Pentacles, there's like something that you're holding on to from the past experiences, which is totally fair. But there's something, and remember, something that's going to be coming in very, very quickly, because I feel like you were manifesting it a second time that's coming up, especially when it comes to the career project, something that you've been pushed through and you know that that's there. So the King of Swords showing me that you know that it's there and you know that it's meant for you, but because of the things that have happened in the past, and because it's so hard, and it's going to give you the growth that you need to be a better person. It's almost like you're not sure if this is meant for you because you don't know if it's making you grow or if it's making you struggle, if that makes any sense. But you guys are wanting you to know that, like, this is where the growth happens. The ups and downs is where it happens. So I think that that's beautiful and kind of like a lesson that we need to learn, whether or not we want to continue down this path. But it's not going to be easy. And that's part of our journey right now. I think there's a lot of growth in like the hard and good times and being pushed to our limit almost. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the relationship aspect of things. The Fallen Star, shame. I no longer hide my face. I step into the light with love. Growth. I feel growth. I feel the change within that. Truth, clarity. Yep. Exploration, discovery. I no longer hide my face. There's just something that happened in the past. I feel like you guys are holding on to some kind of trauma, which is absolutely fair. Things like, I think everything takes time to heal from. And I think like, I feel like a lot of you guys might have friendships that have almost like, I don't know, it was toxic, but it was just not serving you. I no longer hide. I don't know why. For maybe this reading is for people that have friends that have been not the nicest, and you almost like questioned who you were as a person. I don't know why I'm getting friends. I normally don't get friends. I normally get relationship because I know a lot of people want to hear about that. But maybe there's like a message for you guys here about friendships, because there's something along those lines. Let me see, because maybe there's like a dual message for people that are in a relationship, and that's why I say to try to place where it makes the most sense in your life, because maybe that message wasn't for a relationship, but something that's happening within your friends and family. But let's see. So we have Seven of Pentacles. We have Four of Swords in the World. Whatever the situation was, whether it's friends, family, whether it be relationship, like it caused you pain. There was a lot of work that you put into it. You planted seeds, you try to watch it grow, like I feel like, I don't know why I keep getting friendship. It feels to me like you did so much for this friend group or friendships or a friend. Like you went above and beyond because you put their needs above yours. If they asked you for a favor, you always said yes. And again, maybe this is a relationship, the same thing. Like you do a lot of things for these people. And it made you like absolutely burnt out. There's just, you're in the sense of healing from all this, getting that clarity, kind of, feel therapy was almost involved. Like a lot of you guys actually got traumatized by this. Like I'm getting like bullying. And if it was a relationship that was narcissistic, maybe that would make sense, but I'm getting a sense of bullying. So for those of you that are like having friendship issues, I don't know why. The world being here is like the full circle, the completion. The completion there meaning that you have grown from this and you absolutely are shining again. I think you went into hiding. I think you kind of pulled yourself back. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, that Emperor, Justice, and Seven of Swords. So if this is a relationship and friendship, this could be like not intertwined, but can flip-flop from both or the other. So try to like place this, like I said, in a way that makes the most sense. But I feel like a lot of you guys have friendships right now that is just drama. But there's something sneaky. Like I feel like people were going behind your back, talking about you, again, bullying. I feel like there is almost like gaslighting. Like they flipped the situation on you, when that's what they were doing. And I just feel like I don't know why so many people are going to be validated by that. And again, it could be a relationship, right? But Emperor, Justice, like I see you guys moving away from this justice. That's karma. Like they're going to get yours because you have moved on from that. You've done nothing wrong. You've moved on from that. You are a bigger person, Emperor. Like I see you moving on strong, putting the foothold for yourself. And it's almost like your guys want to just validate you and let you know that this wasn't you. And so your next chapter is like you finally are putting yourself out there. Like there's beauty in that. There's a sense of again growth, that challenge. This was the challenge to trying to get yourself moving forward. There's again, you're manifesting something big, and like that right now like is the focus of just making sure that you're healed before the next thing comes. So like when you come in next month, like once you kind of realize that the healing's there, you're moving forward and you kind of can put yourself out there again, your next month will be like maybe another person comes in. I don't see a sense that like you're on a new friend group or a relationship is coming in. I'm getting the sense of right now there needs to be that healing, exploration, discovery. Maybe you got go on trips with different friends or just go on a trip with your family or by yourself. Like, who knows? There's just this sense of like exploration and kind of finding where it is that, like, just finding your power and your strength again. Because, like, you kind of like blended in. Like, you were just like, okay, I need to pull back from everyone and everything and not do that, focus on something else. So if this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe, comment if you can, so someone can kind of relate and understand and be like, yeah, I'm not alone. Thank God, you know? And the community, building community around this is super important, I think. But thank you guys for coming back. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.